What's good, family? Welcome to the Love You to Life podcast with Rod and CC, where we like to talk about all kinds of things. Sometimes we're going to agree, and other times we're going to disagree. But most importantly, it's going to be done with love. Oh, look at you. You are technologically advanced now. I think for now, I think I'm going to let you do all the technical stuff, and I'm just going to sit here and not do anything. How about that?
Let's talk about this shirt you got on before we say anything else.
Okay. It's a shirt. It got Batman and Robin, and then the Joker's behind them. Well, somebody's taking a picture of them.
Probably Harley.
And then the Joker's photobombing them in the back with. He's got the rabbit ears behind Batman's head. When I saw
probably Harley.
And when I saw it,
why are y'all posing up so strong like that?
Yeah, I love graphic T-shirts.
Yeah.
So this was one of the ones I had to have. This is one of the older ones I had.
It's a very dope shirt.
It is. I like it.
I like it.
I like it.
Joker is one of my favorite characters. He's actually one of the most admired characters.
Well, that's we had been talking. We when we did a podcast about scary movies, and I said initially, like with the Jason character, he was a villain, and then after a while, people started to love him and showing up to see him. Joker's kind of like that. He's getting his own movie, matter of fact. Joker has his own movie coming out, and I'm guessing you didn't see the.
No, I didn't. I don't watch TV, but now I know, so I can look out for it.
I'm gonna.
I could check for it.
I'm gonna send you the link.
Okay. I'm down for that.
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna send you the link.
Who's your favorite character in that picture? If you had to choose.
I got the shirt for Batman, but just watch it with the Joker is.
Is it the black and gray?
Yeah. I like the vigilante lifestyle. Or you kind of like a criminal because the cops really don't want you doing that stuff, and
saving the world.
Well, you're not, because Batman beat that ass. He don't just, you know what I'm saying? He don't just.
You don't know no police officers that do that?
I'm not saying that I don't.
Let's be responsible. Hold on. Wait a minute.
Yeah, I'm not.
We love everyone here.
Yeah, no, people, but they don't want you doing their job. So I like the fact that, he gets to do a little bit of that, but then he sneaks off and, because he's not supposed to. He's not deputized, so he can't be doing that stuff.
Sneaks off and does what?
Go back to hiding and plotting the next person to beat up.
And save or beat up?
Well, he be saving somebody and beating somebody up at the same time.
What if they need both? All right, so we digress.
No. I'm saying I appreciate you. You taking interest in the shirt. Like I said, I love
anywhere the Joker's at. That's where I'm there.
Despite my appearance, I'm a big nerd and a geek and all that stuff. I love
wear the glasses though.
Yeah, well, I got them, but I didn't put them on.
All right. So what we talking about today?
Today, well, how you doing today first?
I am. I just learned that I'm not cool. Like, people are cool.
Wait, what you mean you're not cool? What you?
I picked up my little sister, for her birthday from the airport. Mm-hmm. Somebody's birthday is tomorrow, but we got mind our business right now.
Oh, don't worry. I was going to get to that, but go ahead.
So I picked her up from the airport, and on the way back, I heard a series of and, words that rhyme with witches and.
So he listened to the radio, basically.
No, it was Pandora.
Oh, okay.
Pandora was the source.
Okay, but what was because I don't have Pandora.
I had Pandora as a free account, and I had to listen to that on the way home, and I just felt like my IQ. And I'm a love for rap music, just not trap music. I mean, this goes with the topic of what we're talking about, but I am a product of rap music.
Yeah,
not trap music.
He grew up on it. He grew up on it.
Yeah, the kids are listening to trap music.
And more specifically, they calling it mumble rap nowadays. Where
Yeah,
it's like
or somebody's mad at their boyfriend,
mumble.
or somebody's mad at their girlfriend, and then they make a song about it, and then they just make noises to go, like sound effects. So, skirt. That's one of them. You know, I just don't think that I'm about that life.
Nah, you
not
look.
Sure. The beat is pretty good though. Like it'll catch you.
Oh yeah.
With the beat, I mean, it's degrading to me as a woman, but if I bow to the beat with like not listening to the music, it's pretty good. Like,
it's the drums. That's
the drums.
That's that drums. That's that African in you.
I'm
that
a
drum.
lover of music.
That's that African in you. That's your roots. That's your ancestors calling out to you. Them drums.
I don't think they talk about that.
Not the music. Not the lyrics.
Off the chain.
Not the lyrics. I'm talking about.
I should get myself tested.
I think you should get tested too, but that's because I just.
How do y'all do it?
I just think
young people.
I just think you crazy, so you should get tested.
I might be crazier now. I'm not sure.
So I'm doing pretty good today. I had like a.
What's today's date?
Today?
Is it May 8th?
Yeah, it's May 8th.
So that means tomorrow's May 9th.
Yep.
Does that ring a bell for anything?
Yeah, tomorrow's my birthday.
So are you doing anything special for your birthday?
Sure.
Let's talk about childhood memories of your birthday.
I'm turning up tomorrow. Right in front of
Please, just watch out for him, y'all.
Right in front of the TV with like a Star Wars marathon.
That's what he talked about.
One movie after another. And I might have some Jack Daniels next to me.
What's the movie that's of choice? So
I can I got all of them, so I watch them all.
Y'all should see his eyes are glittering right now.
Watch them all back to back to back. And then I have Jack Daniels sitting right next to me.
So why did I say Jack? Like, couldn't it be Jim or
No, that's the
Joe?
name. No, his name is Jack Daniels.
Jack.
So and he gonna help me.
Shout out to Jack.
Really?
Daniels.
See, you don't even sound right saying that. You probably
in my mind I turn up with Jack Daniels.
No, you don't.
My source used to be Patron.
Yeah.
That was shout out to the old days.
Like, shout out to your childhood memories.
To my childhood memories.
You was like 10 with your.
I was like 18, thinking I was cute, but again.
Nah, I'm not doing that. Not yet. I haven't planned anything. If anything, to be impromptu, maybe I.
You're not gonna like run around and just scream at the top of your lungs that today's my birthday.
Nah, I settled into simple things though. I'm feel good like that another day.
He's glowing, yo.
A lot of people didn't make it, so
I think he put something on his skin today. I'm not sure.
If I could get to make it to 46, and it still ain't here yet. So
it's coming. It's coming. Well, we got a few hours.
So you guaranteed me the next day.
If the Lord.
No, I'm asking you. Did you guarantee me the next day?
Lord willing, you will be here tomorrow.
So you can't guarantee anything.
No.
Okay.
But your heart is beautiful, so I think you're good. I think you're good to get here to tomorrow.
All right, if I start getting chest pains at 12:01, because you guaranteed me at least.
What time are you born?
I don't know. I don't remember.
I'm born at 3:44 a.m.
I don't remember. I was induced though. I was induced though.
It doesn't okay, but what time did they call you born?
Let me just say this. Here's what I know. I know that it was my parents' anniversary, and my mother wanted to party.
Okay, and while she was pushing, okay.
No, she wanted to, but they said nope. You're getting induced because I was late. I was supposed to be born already. I don't know how late I was, but
you stubborn. You didn't want to come out.
And it ain't changed since then. And I'm still stubborn.
What a coinky thing.
Yeah, I'm still stubborn, and you still get.
I'm
still a closed fist. All right, closed fist till I die.
Here he go.
Yeah, but no, I'll be just fortunate to for another year to go, and I'll be excited about that. 10 feet on the, 10 toes to the ground, and I
was about to
feel.
say, if you got 10 feet, I don't know.
Oh, I told you I'm not human, so
He's an alien.
I'm revealing myself a little more. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So what are we talking about today?
Oh, today we're gonna talk about childhood memories.
Childhood memories.
Which anybody who podcasts knows that sometimes you record and you lose a whole episode, or sometimes you record and the quality of it is not good. During the editing process, you can't hear things, or
so we're doing it now. And they don't know what you're talking about right now. So
yeah, no, because it's scrapped. It's scrapped. It's a whole hour or so. It might have been like hour and 15 minutes of, and
you gotta tell them what you're talking about though.
Right. Oh, you talking about recording?
The listeners don't know what you're talking about.
I'm saying sometimes as a podcaster, the podcasters know that you can record and feel you got a fire. Like this is, this gonna be the episode that if anybody remember me, they gonna remember me for this. We had fun, we was laughing, all that good stuff, right?
I don't know. I think
we was laughing, and I don't remember what we talked about.
Laughing, but I think
the quality of it was so poor though. When I listened to it, I couldn't even like take notes and be like, okay, I could say this and say that. I had to recreate the whole episode and start from scratch.
My favorite episode was the one. I think it's the stress one. Mm-hmm. I feel like.
Oh, we did this. We lost stress too.
Because I asked you if you was twerking on the low.
Right.
I just thought that.
Did that make it? Did
it did make it.
Okay, so that made it.
Because I had a friend laugh. She was like, "Candace, you're crazy," and I was like, "Yes, you didn't know."
Yeah. So. We lost stress too. No, we lost something else. What else did we lose?
Our minds.
No, there was an episode we recorded and then it stopped right in the middle. We lost 40 minutes or something. Remember the battery died on the Zoom, and we just lost and we had to start all over. It was like, yeah. Well, anyway, so
you got a definition.
Yep, as we do, and
y'all know we like to fool around before we get into the content, so we just loving on y'all a little bit.
Yep. And I'm loving on you for a different reason. I'm loving on you just because she loving on you because she gonna save you and make sure that
I can't save nobody. I can't save myself.
Okay, well, good. It's good to know. Good to know. So childhood memories. And I'm gonna do a different childhood and memories separate.
You ain't gonna tell them why you loving on them.
I just because I do. No, that's what I'm saying. I love on you because I just love on you. I don't with what they call unconditional love. I get unconditional love, and you ain't got to get nothing back.
Agape.
You ain't got to promise. You ain't got to live in integrity. None of that stuff. I just love you.
Well, we gonna work on integrity. Okay.
Look, you gotta, for me to have some integrity, you gotta like get one of them chalkboards, them dry erase boards, and I gotta see it every day and go, oh yeah, I'm living. Oop, I didn't do that today. I didn't do that.
What?
I'm not living in integrity. You have to give me a list of.
No, we are not. I decline that. No.
I don't look. I'm just saying it's hard.
No, that's your belief. I don't believe that.
All right. So, quick definitions: childhood is state of being a child.
Yeah.
Simple. And memories is something remembered from the past. There's several definitions, obviously, but I usually just pick one.
I like that.
That I want to go with.
And we have a quote that is unknown. Well, by an unknown author. I thought it was really beautiful. The quote says, "Sometimes I wish I could just rewind back to the old days and press pause just for a little while." And I thought that was absolutely amazing.
That I like that.
Yeah.
Where would you pause it at? Just kind of piggybacking off of that.
I had a lot of beautiful days, and I had
would you
maybe equal painful
So would
days.
you pause for, if you wanted to pause, would you pause to, so say you could affect it, pausing. You rewind it and you pause. Would you pause to and get you some popcorn and sit back and remember and watch a good day? Or would you pause it so you could change a bad day?
I wouldn't dare change a bad day.
All right.
I was actually listening, and I'll send it to you after we finish this. A person asked, and it was just so crazy because I had a woman ask me a question like this. And a person asked a minister, how do I get your anointing? And he was just like, wait, I had to live a horrible childhood. He had to live a scary, relationship with his parents, have sick parents. His house was taken away. His car was repossessed. And they thought that he was just going to say, hey, you can have my blessings like that. Yeah. Sure. He was like, but I got to show you how I got there. Yeah. So he was like, all right, you want this? And this is TD Jakes. All right. He was just like, yeah. So he really, like, it was so vivid. And he was just like, look, your mother has to get sick. Your father has to die. You need a house to be taken away from you. You need a car repossessed. You have to have confusion out of your mind in your teenage years. You have to have a horrible childhood. You have all these things. And hindsight is, without all of that, he wouldn't be how powerful he is today. Yeah. So would I take a second or even half a second to take away like something bad in my childhood? I wouldn't dare do it. I'd watch it and I'd just say, wow, I can't believe that I did that, or I can't believe that happened, but I want to change it. No. Yeah. Teenage years, my younger years, adult years, I would not change it, because I wouldn't have the much love and passion that I have today without that.
Made you who you are, so you're not trying to.
Yeah,
you're not trying to
change it.
Okay, I'm just asking. I mean,
what about you? Would you change a good part, or to make it better, or a bad part to fix it, or go back and do it over?
Nah, because I made it, and I made it out of it, and I'm fairly healthy.
Would you say you have gratitude for it?
Of course, and because of that, then I wouldn't change it, because I wouldn't be who I am, and who knows who I would be if I changed just a little bit. But There are things that I wonder how life would have been if certain things didn't happen, or certain things did happen. But we obviously we can't do anything about that. So. Yeah. What is some of your early childhood memories that you remember?
A good one?
Well, listen, when I talk to people about the podcast, I usually say, right now we're a little bit more lighthearted with, even if we touch a serious subject. But we don't go in there to drag out. We haven't done that yet, and we are gonna.
Yeah.
We are gonna. No, I'm saying.
Word in our
oh yeah,
sentence.
yeah. No, we are gonna get more when I listen, when I start
pop that way.
When I start opening up, it's gonna be.
Should I run?
It's layers.
Should I run?
What they say, levels to this.
There's
so many layers and levels. I'm one of them. You one of them big wedding cakes, and if you cut me open, you see all them layers and levels. Yeah. So when we do get more transparent, then it'll be obviously it'll be more interesting, because people can relate to that. And if somebody's struggling, matter of fact,
are you thankful for those layers?
Oh yeah, definitely. Matter of fact, just to sidetrack a little bit, like I think the being transparent
Yeah.
allows people to relate to you
Yeah.
in a way, and you never know when you're helping somebody.
Your humanity.
But just to piggyback off of that, I saw this. It was an interview. You know who Tommy Davidson is? Comedian.
Don't give me. I don't know.
Yeah.
I can look him up.
Yeah, when you do.
Hi, Tommy.
When you look, he's a comedian, and he was on a show, and somebody called. He was on a Sway in the morning show.
I know who that is.
Yeah. And you know, they opened up the phone for callers. So
Right.
somebody called in. It was a guy from, I forgot where, somewhere in Africa. And he was saying that he was thanking Tommy because he said, you don't realize that where I was at, we had one TV in the whole village, and we would get around the TV to watch
Him.
and live in color. And, you know,
I know who he is.
yeah, they would recreate the stuff that he did. And he said that stuff actually carried him through, like when they was having like civil wars.
Yeah.
And they were running for their lives and stuff like that. And he said that comedy and stuff like that. So you never know what the things you do or say or things you actually put out there can affect somebody. So in that sense, I definitely, you know, I'm thankful for their gifts. You know, their gifts, and I wouldn't change anything. I feel pretty comfortable where I'm at now.
Yeah.
Mentally and emotionally. I still got a long way to go, but I know that.
We're human.
But I think what gets me through it is going back and saying, look, I've been through some things, so I can get through this. So I definitely wouldn't change anything.
That's so good.
One of my earliest memories is, you know, every day as a kid, there was like something to do. You really didn't stay in the house at all. Like when you got home from school, you couldn't wait to get outside and play. Even if you just kind of mess with your homework, you didn't quite do it right.
Yeah.
You got out there and we played every day.
Say the homework is done.
Yeah.
It ain't.
We played every day. Look, I skirted around everything. My homework, when it come to cleaning my room, I literally, to get outside and play with my friends as a kid, I pushed all my junk under the bed and pulled my sheet down, touching the floor so you can look and see.
That's so good.
And because it was so much fun as a kid, and you know, just simple stuff, playing tag or just being out there talking and laughing and, you know, climbing a damn tree. Who knew, like, as a tree? When I look at now, you know, I don't see any of that going on.
That makes me sad.
Yeah, but
I need to definitely stand up with that with kids.
Yeah, oh man, I just remembered, you know, just being a kid and your worries were different. And that's what I remember as a kid. Not I can't wait to get out and see my friends. Couldn't wait. And whatever we did, playing, you know, I definitely, some of my good early childhood memories is that, hey, I know, anticipating coming home from school, like, oh, who am I gonna play with today? Then we gonna play, and
that's so good.
And we definitely played, and you know, I knew you a little younger, but I think your parents might be instilled a generation of mine where
I think so.
The street lights means your butt should be home. You played into the street lights.
Mommy was very strict with us. I had what people today would call a helicopter parent. My mother, the first time I've been to a corner store was when I was 15 years old. I was 15 and I thought I was it. Like,
what childhood? You had no childhood?
I didn't. I did, but it wasn't.
I'm just messing with you.
My mommy saw, okay, that girl right. Nah, Candace, you ain't playing with her. And I see the look in his eye. You ain't going nowhere today. That's where my mom was. I never really got a chance to ask her about that.
Was the drive-in movie theater still around when you was a kid?
I think so.
I remember that too. The drive-in, we had a big blue station wagon, and you could put the back, the area in the back. I don't know what it's called.
The wagon part.
Yeah, the back.
Yeah.
You put a couple of your friends in there, cover them up with a sheet, right?
Wait, so
you cover them up in a sheet with a sheet, and then you drive to the drive because you got to pay for who's in the car.
Okay.
And so you go up to the drive-through.
Mama used to do that with the food.
You know what I'm saying? Drive through and then pay. And then when we get in, you take the sheet off because they had the
Make sure that everybody wasn't passed out.
Yeah, but just a sheet, a comforter. You ain't got to pass out. Yeah.
Look.
You get in there because remember the drive-in was the big movie screen, and then they had the speakers actually sat in the car window so you can hear it. Mm-hmm. Obviously, it's not the quality of the surround sound that you could have in your house, but we didn't know what that was. It was just and just to be able to see the movie on the big screen, and you could also see that drive-in movie theater from the highway if you were driving. You could see the.
I think that's amazing.
Was that around when you were?
I'm trying to think. I don't think Mommy ever took me to. Yeah. I mean, it probably was around, but she didn't. I don't know. Like we didn't go out many places. Mm-hmm. I remember like after school programs. I remember after school programs, I remember being able to play in the backyard. Mm. We always lived in one of my grandfather's houses. And I remember playing on the swings, playing with our bikes. But we never really got to go. I think when we did go out, I think that was not available. Right. I think that was
it might not have been around by then.
Yeah, because Mommy would take us to, I think it was like Tuesdays where you get a free movie or is it a free movie or a $6 movie?
Yeah, they still have something like that right now
on Tuesdays, and they would choose the movie. You wasn't choosing nothing, so it was Wizard of Oz.
Yeah. Oh yeah. You weren't.
It was like a legit thing where they would. It was like an old school movie. They would choose it, and you would just watch.
Good, wholesome fun.
Just wholesome fun.
They actually
got to do that.
I think this summer I saw somewhere. I got to look at it again because I was interested in it. They're doing like a drive-in, like a month of drive-in movie theater. I think I don't remember.
The beach. The beach does that.
I don't remember. I just saw the advertisement in a couple and you know what got me because at the tail end of it I saw like a Star Wars when I was like, oh.
Of course.
You know what, to go see Star Wars in the drive-in, I think I might have to do that. Kind of bring me back as a kid, but also, seeing something that I like to watch. So, speaking, you had mentioned bikes. We used to, my memory, my childhood memory of bikes was either,
I was getting on them things.
You rode it,
but
if you had a nice bike, you had to be careful because somebody's gonna steal it. And that went both ways, though. I got bikes stolen from me, and I stole bikes.
Here you go.
Yep, we used to steal them.
Watch your bikes, y'all.
We used to steal them, and then, you take the pieces off of different bikes. So you would have like some rims and tires from one bike, and then a pole, and a seat handlebars and pegs and different things from different bikes. You have a mismatched bike because they had they had these catchy name bikes. I know it was like Diamondback, and I forgot what they were. They were like trick bikes where you put the pegs on.
My mom
they still do that.
My mom will put the card.
Yeah.
And she would have that flickering noise.
So you had a little motorcycle.
I felt special. I felt so special.
That little motorcycle. You thought you was.
I thought I was dope.
You thought I was. You know what? I'm dating myself. I was gonna say you thought you was Fonzie's girlfriend, but you probably don't know who
I know who Fonzie is.
You remember?
Is that Grease? No.
Wow.
Is that Grease? Is that? It's what? No, it's either Happy Days.
Thank you, Happy Days.
Okay, it's either Happy Days or Grease. So I was like, I know it's.
I know.
Either or.
It has something to do with leather jackets. So
yeah. So that's what I have when you say Fonzie.
What? You know what? I think I can give you a pass. Grease and Fonzie. I guess it ain't far-fetched to think that Fonzie might have been on Grease, but Fonzie didn't sing and dance and none of that stuff.
On the low, he might have.
Nah, he was just cool. And he had a girlfriend named Pinky Tuscadero. Do you remember her?
I remember a Pinky.
She was in a bike gang too, or something like that. So yeah, I was gonna say you thought you was Pinky Tuscadero.
I don't know, but I thought I was pretty dope.
Yeah.
And I thought that.
But if I said you thought you was Pinky Tuscadero, you would have been like,
no, you would have definitely not got me on that
so
one. Yeah.
you know what? I'm a little. My childhood is in a different era than yours, I guess.
Here you go.
I guess a little older than you. But the prices of things too. I remember you used to be able to stretch $1.
Oh,
as a kid.
So there was a store. So when we there was a store on the west side, right next to where we lived, and the store was called Hank 7, and this was by Poplar Street.
Oh, you grew up on by Popular?
Mm-hmm.
Wow,
one of the places, the west side.
Gangster.
I wasn't gangster. All the people around me was. I don't know how that happened, but he would have penny candies, and he would have a jar of them, and you got to choose, what candy you wanted to get. And I thought I was balling when I had 50 cents.
If you had 50 cents,
I thought I was really balling.
If you had $1, you really like.
I mean, I wasn't walking nowhere by myself, but I like the fact that my bag was stretched. Yeah. It was very good.
Yeah.
So you could do a lot with $1, and I think even then I had like an entrepreneur mindset because I was trying to sell people stuff. Here's 5 cents.
Yeah. Now listen.
Give it to me for 5 cents.
Yeah.
You could have this bubble gum.
Look, if you got to the penny candy store and got you and loaded up, and then you like got to school or you got somewhere where the store was a ways away, and you could flip that. Yeah, definitely.
I definitely always had that in me. I think that came from Grandpa.
Yeah, you did.
I always had that hustle.
Yeah, I remember ours was on the corner of Park Avenue Railroad on the south end. And I lived in Marina, so it was like right across the street from Marina, and that was Specs, and he had the.
Is it still called that, the store?
Nah, right now there's a pizza place there.
Okay.
That whole area looks a little
different.
Looks because years ago it used to be like a Duchess right across. That's all Rootsman's and all of those. Yeah. There's a bunch of stores there now where that was just one. That was just a Duchess.
Rootsman is still there.
No, I'm saying that was just a Duchess. None of those stores was there. That little strip mall, that little
laundromat corner store.
None of that was there. That was just one. It was just a Duchess and all the Duchess parking lot. I lived right across the street from there.
Wow.
So
I think across the street is
nothing now.
Yeah, I think it's just grass.
Yeah, they knocked down the building. Yeah,
grass and like a gated area.
Yeah, that's Marina. That's where Marina was. Projects I grew up in.
No, Marina was a little further.
Nah,
Rootsman is
right across from Rootsman. That's Marina. That's where the Duchess is. I used to live right across the street from there. Come on, that's building 39.
He's like, get it together.
Yeah. Apartment 503. So
you gonna knock on the door?
Specs, you said no, it's not there anymore.
Hi.
It's all they knocked it down.
But I'm trying to think, like,
you got to get
talking about across the street. The Marina's down more.
Nah, Marina would have been
toward.
Nope.
Nope. Seaside, like.
Nah, yeah. Where's Rootsman at? Rootsman's right there.
Right. There's no. Well, when you lived there, you mean there was
no Rootsman's. None of that was there when I lived across the street.
Listen, that food in there, they are the business. So shout out to Rootsman. And you're going to get some type of life story when you go up in there too.
Yeah. I don't really,
And if you're ladies, if you're single, don't miss the store, because somebody always trying to get married up in here.
Yeah, so Specs digress. Speaking of digressing, no, but Specs was the little candy store on the corner. And
see, stuff like that, like everything is different.
So what did you do dabbling in that penny candy store? I know I'm gonna drop some names and I'm gonna see if you mess with them.
Okay. Fishies is one of them. But go ahead.
I was gonna say Swedish fish.
Whatever. Tomato.
Swedish fish.
Swedish fish.
That's what they call. They're not called fishies.
My mom called them fishies.
Wait a
minute.
I
call them fishies.
Before we argue about this,
I grew up with that.
Was it little red fish?
Little red fish.
With in a container with no.
Nothing on it. You was catching whatever wrapper. Somebody's hand was on it. That
okay.
If somebody had a cold, you was catching it that day.
And they were chewy.
Chewy, yes.
Those are called Swedish fish.
Sure.
And Speck, he used to get them with his hand.
Yep. Who cares about what happened before you
Put
walked
him
in
the
that
bag.
store?
No, he reached in there right with his hand.
Yep.
Pick his nose, all that stuff.
Whatever.
He didn't even think about it. When you get to chewing them, you forget all about that.
Yeah. I could pass out tomorrow and I wouldn't know what it was, but it's good. It's so good.
The Mary Janes.
That's
You see
crazy.
those Mary Janes?
Mary Jane's I did like.
What about the Big Blows? They was like the little gums. They was like hard candy, but they had gum in the middle in a little plastic wrapper, twisted on both sides.
Yep.
Big Blows. Alexander the Grapes. Did you?
Yeah.
It was in a little box. Lemon heads.
Yeah.
Boston baked beans.
And Boston baked beans, red and black, black, and
that was the box. The box was like a red black color.
But they looked like
little
beans.
They look like little brown.
Baked beans.
Yeah.
That's what they look like.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had them. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
You gotta be vivid.
Yeah.
You gotta make sure they know.
What about now laters?
Come seriously, you asking me that? The grape one and the blue raspberry, to be specific.
Listen, they had when I was a little kid, really little. You had the basic flavors. You had your watermelon, your cherry, your grape. But listen, grape. they got to one point where they used to have the mystery mix. I don't know if you remember those. They were like
yeah, I wasn't really fooling with those.
Oh, you missed out.
Because I would, but it would always be something I didn't want. So it was just like, okay.
Listen,
I keep getting this one. Like I need my money. Mommy not gonna give me.
It was chewy sugar. That's all I cared about. Chewy sweetness that stuck in your teeth.
Grape.
And you knew you could feel it, like the cavities.
Purple.
You could feel the cavities latching on to your teeth. You just feel it. But
I have 6 root canals. It came from. I'm sure that it came from the blue raspberry down later and the grape. I'm sure. I'm just sure. And mommy never told me no.
All right. What about 25-cent juices?
Of course.
Okay.
Some of them still was 25 cents if you get it at the right hood store.
Yeah. And the chips was like 25 cents too, so you can get a bag of Doritos. They didn't have flavors. It was just like one flavor Dorito. Because they came with ranch a little later when I was a kid, or maybe they did, but they didn't have it in my area.
And they had the ghetto chips.
Oh yeah,
so
definitely.
I got the ghetto chips with like the black people on the. Okay. What else?
Oh,
like they look like Doritos, but they wasn't really. There was something else.
Yep.
Yeah.
Funyuns, you onion rings, and then there was onion rings, and then there was like.
And then I would always get Winter Fresh because I knew.
Yeah, Funyuns. Yeah.
For real.
How you talking?
Yeah.
How your
crazy?
How your breath standing on the outside of your face.
Y'all hear this?
Being your representative.
Here you go.
Like, ooh, Candace.
Like, we talk later.
That's your breath.
Yo,
outside of your mouth.
Kids don't have no filter. That's so bad.
So if you had $1, you could get theoretically you can get 20 Swedish fish. That's 80 cents left. Then you can get I'm gonna get 25 Swedish fish.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get 10 Big Blows.
I don't even think I did it like that.
Get a box of lemon heads.
Everything.
Get a box of lemon heads. Box of
the mint ball.
Was it
the mint ball?
Oh, like the little
peppermint
ball. Oh,
you
shoot.
forgot about those.
Jawbreakers.
Yeah.
You should let them sit.
Broke my tooth.
Yeah, you couldn't bite that. You had to put it
either the small one or it was a really big one.
You had to put it in the side of your mouth and let it sit there for a little bit.
I think the big ones were. I think those were a quarter.
Yeah, bazookas, the little bazooka with the little cartoon in it. Yeah, the little comic in there.
Yeah.
One of the weird things they used to sell, like I don't think that I would buy now, or I wouldn't let my kids buy. Besides the Swedish fish, that they come in wrappers now. That's the difference.
Now they come in wrappers because they care about our health.
Right. Well,
sort of.
Yeah, I was gonna say they give you you a sugar shock.
Right, but you won't catch like flu.
Yeah.
You know.
But there was they used to sell like individuals, like he would, certain stores would have like pickles in a jar, and they would go in and get the pickle
for you
and give you a pickle, and you.
But sometimes, see, with that they had like a little bit more home training, because they had a thin.
The thing that you like a little
Sometimes they would do it like that.
Yeah.
Other times they did it with a fork that might have fell on the floor. I don't know. But then there was certain people that was really nice, and they had like a thin paper like bag thing,
and they would put it over their hand
and dig, and that's how they got it.
Almost like a baggie, but it wasn't
so I
a
knew
baggie.
that I wouldn't
and then they would give it to you with that little baggie
just
attached
like
to
that.
it. Yeah,
and I would feel safe.
I didn't put that much thought into it. I was, I'm just
as a kid, but like even like some stores, like I don't even know if you're familiar with the North End, but like there's a store on Capitol Ave, and the dude's name is Ezekiel.
Okay.
And we call that Zeke. We call him Zeke.
Mm-hmm.
And Zeke had a store, and he would I think take a bag and he would give it to you like that. But like I felt like he was family, you know what I mean? So it was different. Like he see me from a little girl to an adult, grow up.
So yeah, you trusted that.
So I trusted him, you know what I mean? But like other stores, like on the West Side, it was just like, I don't know. Growing up as a kid, you really could care less.
Oh
right?
yeah, definitely. That only your parents put that, like, boy, don't be.
Yeah.
They put that on you. Well, you didn't. You was like, what? Just felt this little dirt on it.
Yeah, it's just a little bit.
I'm just wipe the dirt
off. That's it. It was only.
God make dirt and dirt don't hurt.
Tracks,
that's what we said.
That's it. It's not even no big dirt.
That was our little chant. God make dirt and dirt don't hurt. Yeah. And then we eat it.
Wow. I would use that so much. That's the crazy part.
Yeah.
But it was, I don't know, some stores you kind of felt like family. Like my grandpa had a corner store, and it, grandpa, he was old school, so he wasn't let's say not recycling. He was appreciative of the things he had.
Right.
So, but he's grandpa. So it's okay.
He let you. He gave you the business when he needed to.
Yeah, but I was a kid. My mom just said that. I think I was like 4 or 5. People was running inside the store. We talking about corner stores. People were running the corner store, and they would be afraid of me because I would bite people. I was just biting people that I didn't know. And it was just like, who's that little girl? Where's that little girl? And my mother would say,
people.
Yeah, my mother would say, what little girl? The little girl that was biting people. And they would be hiding from me. Yeah.
So you still the same, you just don't bite people. Now
I don't bite people.
Now you hug them.
Now I hug them.
And people do the same thing.
And they do the same thing.
And they run in the corner store and they say, who's that lady?
Who's that lady?
She hugging people. Oh yeah, I mean your message is different now.
Yeah.
Like speaking of that, like you said, like your grandpa had a store. Like community wise too was a little different. Like everybody, you knew all of the same police were in the area.
Yeah.
The corner stores, you knew the people that worked in the stores on first name basis.
Yeah.
They knew you. They knew your parents. I don't know if they were still doing this when you were a kid. They used to have like the books. They used to call it the books, where you can go to the store, get items, and not actually pay for it physically there.
Oh yeah.
It had your mom name in there, and they could tally up you, and so they could send you to the store.
Don't worry about it. Your mother, yeah.
Yeah, she gonna pay.
When I was 15.
And also too, you used to be able to buy cigarettes.
I never had to do that.
Well, I used to go to the store for my neighbors and stuff.
When I was 20, no. I remember buying cigarettes, I think, when I was like, what's the legal age?
I don't know. I mean, I never really like.
Whether it was 18 or, no, it's 18. It's 18. Because I remember as soon as I turned 18, I went to the store just to buy cigarettes, just because I could buy cigarettes. And then I threw them in the trash.
What did you, what you bought, some Newports?
Of course.
So black.
That's bad. Like, I feel prejudice on the line right now.
So stereotypical.
Y'all hear that?
So typical.
Because I'm black. I had to buy a Newport.
Get some Newports. Give me three. Yes, we used to be able to buy
Yeah.
loose cigarettes too.
Yes.
You get 3 Lucy's, 10 cents.
That's what I bought, Lucy's. I
Three-
didn't buy the whole pack because
three-
it was
yeah.
kind of expensive.
You could smoke for
So-
30 cents. You get 3 Lucy's and then go
Yeah.
smoke or whatever. Yeah.
I just bought it just because,
Mm.
like, I wanted to be a big girl. Like,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? So as soon as I turned 18, I remember going to the corner store and buying a Lucy. I think I bought 2 of them.
Yeah. See, like, but the stores when I was a kid, you didn't have to. That wasn't a big thing because you could just say I'm going to the store for my mother, and they didn't really. You could buy alcohol, not necessarily in the liquor store, but in the corner store if they have beers and stuff like that. The basic stuff you could buy that stuff in the corner store.
They knew mommy
as a kid because your people sent you to the store and you just go and you could say, "Oh, just for Candace," and okay, we know, and then they'll give them. So.
Yeah, he saw me. Some of them saw me from a little girl,
right,
to a woman,
right.
So some of them did give me things because I was just like their daughter,
right?
You know what I mean, like the neighborhood daughter.
Mm. Yeah,
I value that.
Yeah, I didn't like. I never really thought about like how, as a kid, you don't think about how allowing a kid to go to the store.
I don't know today.
Yeah. It's a different thing. Like now, even the cough syrup, we used to they put that stuff out. You used to be able to go and get cough syrup, and now that they mixing it with stuff like that's when, or now that it's like actually people using it to get high or drunk.
To get high.
Yeah, certain ones have like codeine, and certain ones have those. Have ingredients in them that to get you drunk or whatever.
I mean, drunk, yeah.
Oh,
I think I tried that as a stupid young teen. I did that.
Really?
Not to say that teens are stupid or anything, because I'm being respectful of the listeners. But as a Candace was a stupid one.
You always don't no disclaimer. Just say what you mean. You think the kids are stupid?
No, Candace was a stupid teen. She tried a lot of stuff.
I promise you, I was dumber than you.
I definitely used cough syrup to get.
I didn't.
A little saucy.
Yeah, I didn't do the cough syrup. But.
I did. NyQuil. I was just like, wait, this was great. What is this feeling that I'm feeling?
I definitely didn't do the cough syrup.
NyQuil. We was together. We was chilling. Like, yeah.
What about like some of the games y'all used to play? Hopscotch.
Hopscotch was definitely one of them. We used to live on Wells Street, and there used to be, well, now there's like houses there, but across from the house that we lived, my grandfather's house that we lived in, when we didn't ride around, because there was elderly people on the first floor of it was like a 3-family house, and it was elderly on the first floor, and the parking lot next door, that's where all the fun was. So that's where jumping. And I realized that I need to get myself together this summer with my kids, because my kids had a Girl Scout event. She didn't know how to jump a rope. And I was just like, okay, Candace, get your life together. And she, my daughter's the only brown one in the group. So it was just like, wait a minute, Candace, she can't even help her Girl Scout sisters. But we would go, and we thought we was something. We would go across the parking lot, and my mother could still watch us. And she would, some days we would see her watching us from the window. And we would play hopscotch. We would play hide and go seek. We would play hopscotch, hide and go seek. We would play, with our bikes, scooters.
Tag, help tag. Did y'all play help tag? Did you guys play help tag?
Freeze tag, help tag.
Freeze tag. Bike tag. We play tag on the bikes.
I don't even think we did that.
It was a little bit dangerous, but that's what we did. Okay, so you say you just jump rope, right? What about double dutch?
Double dutch.
You could double dutch?
Listen, don't get me started. turn up in
I
here.
don't know.
Yeah,
You
well,
know
we'll
what?
see then. One day you're gonna have to. You're
You
gonna need two
you
people, obviously, but you're gonna see if
I
I could
didn't
double judge.
I didn't think. I'm just saying. You
Yeah,
know what?
it's real. It's poetry. Don't
Mm.
disrespect me like that. Put some respect on it, okay? Put some respect on it.
Nah, I didn't. I just didn't see you as somebody that double dutch. Yeah. I mean, you know, I could be wrong. I think you. I think you embellishing right now. I don't think
a
you.
little tomboy and everything. Like I would climb, not not real high, but like I would get on them trees. I would climb, and I would fight with my boy cousins.
We know you was on them trees when you was a teenager.
There you go. I
Bro,
can't with you.
We know you
I'm
was on
not
them
trying
trees.
no more.
Uh-huh.
I would try with my I had more boy cousins than I had girls, but I had a little cousin. His name was CJ, and he would always try to fight me. I don't know what it was. Like he would just try to fight me.
But you know the difference though is the fights back then. You
it
fought.
Was love though.
Right,
it wasn't
fought,
nothing crazy.
Yeah, you fought, and then you guys were playing with each other the next day, or even later on that day, or your parents made you guys, go back, talk because your mother.
It was never nothing.
Your mother knew their mother, so they made sure everything was good. If y'all gonna fight, but then y'all gonna be friends.
My uncles was my mom's, brothers.
Mm-hmm.
But anytime, like I used to have a cousin, rest in peace. My cousin Eddie died a few years ago, and I used to always want to be like him because he played basketball.
Mm-hmm.
He was so good at it. Like he's amazing.
Mm-hmm.
And I used to want to play ball because he played ball so good. And I was just like, I want to do that. So I had a little tomboy-ish in me. I'm really thankful for all those times. Yeah. And I'm going to teach my kids all those games and all those. We disrespecting tablets this summer. And
that's
they're
okay.
Not touching my phone or the computer. We're disrespecting all the electronics.
That's okay.
And bringing the kids back.
Every now and then you need to do that.
Yeah.
You remember like the school lunches?
You didn't even tell me what you did.
What you mean?
What games?
I was telling you, I was naming them the hopscotch.
You did those?
Yeah, hopscotch, tag, jump.
If I draw out here,
that's not even a hard game. Hopscotch. Okay. That's not even hard. Now, Mommy taught me the jacks. Yeah, jacks. Getting me to climb a tree is a whole nother thing. I can't do that now. I used to be.
I can see that better than
really.
Yeah.
Let's talk about that.
I don't know.
Why you can see me climbing trees?
Cause you mad tall. Like I could just see you climbing.
What is it? What does height have to do with climbing trees?
I don't know. I just
I'm not buying that. You tall.
Tree climber. Like I can't really see you jumping. I can't. I'm trying to.
We used to play the tag and the help tag and Red Rover. I don't know if you know what that is. Red Rover. One person standing in the middle and you got to try to run past them.
Okay, yes, we did.
If you catch them.
Dodgeball. Oh my goodness. It was so bad because I have my boy cousins was rough.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so they would like almost break a knee.
Oh yeah.
Something.
Well, listen, the goal was not just to take them out, but if you could get a headshot. If you could hit them in the head with that.
I had no sympathy for the girls.
Them balls, them balls were good for kickball too.
It's punishment, really. It's like I can't hit you because your mama's watching, but I could throw this ball.
Oh yeah, and everybody laughing because it's fun.
Mommy was always watching from the window. I remember that.
Dodgeball is fun, and that's the time when you can, you can take it out on somebody, pop somebody right in the head. You can't even be mad at it because even when it hurt, you kind of laughing because everybody's looking and it's funny.
Yeah.
But and like I was saying, the same balls you use for kickball. That was that same ball used to kickball, which is basically baseball with your feet.
Yeah, I mean you can kind of look at it like that. Baseball with your feet.
Do you remember? When we was kids, that on Friday school lunch was always pizza. It was like in a little white cardboard box. And It's like either a rectangle or a square.
It wasn't
shape.
a good pizza either.
Nah, it wasn't really good, but it was pizza. So you, as a kid, you like,
special.
Pizza on Friday.
Yeah.
It was better than the Salisbury steak. They always had Salisbury.
That or no, it wasn't no peanut butter because of the allergies, but it was something else. I'm trying to think about what else we had.
Well, we definitely had peanut butter because
Was it peanut butter?
yeah, there was no. I don't know when I was a kid, there was no peanut allergy and stuff. If they
Now that I think, no. Okay, I went to Park City. Yes, they did. They did have that. And then before that, I went to Bryant. But they definitely did. Now that I think about it, but it was, I don't know. It was just, I can't even.
we used to call because the peanut butter, we used to call them choke sandwiches because there used to be the peanut butter was so thick and the bread was thick. And you had to have,
They had it together.
yeah, you had to have.
They had the peanut butter with the jelly together.
Oh, you talking about that?
On one side it'd be jelly, one side it'd be peanut butter together in a little container,
Yeah,
very small.
Yeah, yeah.
Now I remember.
Yeah, well, years ago they used to have it in one thing. You know what else?
Or the grilled cheese sandwich.
And I remember when we was younger, in gym they had like the schools had gym suit, like gym clothes. Like so say you went to like Roosevelt, there's like a Roosevelt school gym outfit, little shorts and
I can't remember.
a short sleeve shirt that you wore when you went to the gym.
I remembered having swimming. We would be able to go to, was it Central? No, it was when I was in Park City. It would
to go to Blackham, because Blackham
you would go to Blackham, but I don't even think that's there no more.
Nah, Blackham is there.
No, Blackham is there, but the pool part, I don't think that's available no more.
I don't know. I know.
And I would be pumped too. Like get on the bus.
Yeah, because I went to Blackham. I didn't graduate from Blackham, but I went to Roosevelt.
Mm-hmm.
I went to Westport Assumption Catholic School for a couple of years.
Look at you.
Then I went to went back to Roosevelt.
Yeah.
And then I went to Blackham, and then I ended up graduating from Reed. So I went through a couple of schools, of grammar schools.
Reed school for summer camp.
Yeah, I went to a couple of schools before I got out.
It was so beautiful. Like everything is just beautiful.
You know what? One of the things that the Midway, it used to come here every summer.
Big time. Mm.
That was here every summer.
Yeah.
And you look forward to that.
When mommy let me go, I remember I wanted to go with the big kids, and it was just like it was like a hit or miss. So you had money or you didn't. Mm-hmm. And like when I did have money, I would be scared to spend it because I would be like, okay, I don't want them to get on this ride and I can't get on it. Mm. But I wanted to be cool because I wanted to look like I had money. You know what I mean? Yeah. It was so, for me, it was, I don't know, like I tried to make the best of everything, but I think I enjoy just having the company more than, I'm not sure if I, because that side it's like it's gone. Yeah. But I remember just being around, there was a girl on my street and I wanted to be around her so bad. Like I wanted a big sister so bad. Yeah. And she wasn't the best role model, but when you're desperate, you know what I mean? It's just like, please, can I just be around you? I want a big sister.
Mm-hmm. Smoke this cigarette.
Right, please. Okay. Don't tell my mom.
I'll smoke it.
Right, I'll do it. But I remember she would go, and the boys across the street was like family too. And we would go all together. And it's just so, like I can't remember like what rides I got on. I can't remember none. I remember getting cotton candy. Yeah. I can't remember that much. Like I can't remember.
Marina's right there, so the Midway was right there at Seaside Park. So we was in there. That was like your backyard to be able to go there.
Yeah, but I remember having fun. I just don't remember what I did.
Getting tore up by mosquitoes by the end of the night.
That too. Every single time.
Yeah. And we basically.
What was your favorite thing there?
I was gonna say we basically at the end of the episode.
Okay, but I want to know what's your favorite thing
there. At the Midway? They used to have like the little not fun house, like a scary house. You sat in it and and got on there, had all the little noises and things pop out. It wasn't very scary.
You walked through it. You didn't ride through it.
Nah, the one I'm talking about was you sat on a thing and it was like because it had doors and you sat in it and you went around. It was dark. Stuff would jump out at you. Yeah, you was on a track.
Maybe I remember walking. Maybe was there a mirror house also?
Yeah, there was a mirror house.
Okay, because that's what I remember. But I also remember that. But I can't remember if I was sitting or if I was standing. I don't remember. I don't remember.
Well, the Midway, I remember the one that you rode on. But there was other ones that, like, if you went to a different one with your family, maybe you don't remember that. But there was other ones that were.
It's amazing what you could blot out and keep. You know what I mean? Like what you could blot out and keep. I don't know.
I'm gonna. Anything you want to end on? One of your favorite memories, and I got something that I think.
So I do one thing that I didn't like then, but I would pay money and probably give a left leg for now. Is my father had a Z, what you call a Datsun Z.
Okay.
And he had one of them. He used to just collect cars. That was his thing. But he would play Bob Marley's music. But it wouldn't be normal. Like, everybody had to know you were Jamaican because he blasted it.
Yeah.
And I would remember, literally plugging my ears up so that I didn't have to hear it. I was like, Daddy, I don't want anybody to know that we're Jamaican.
Oh, yeah. Nah, it wasn't.
It was when Jamaicans weren't cool.
It wasn't cool. I want to say in the last.
That's so bad.
Yeah. Sorry, the last 10, 15 years, like, to actually be who you are actually became a little bit more
better.
Yeah, when I was a kid. Oh no, when I was a kid,
it was not cool to be Jamaican. It
wasn't cool to be anything other than black, and then even black, it wasn't cool to be dark skinned. It was just like many things that you carry. So many things we carry with us as a child. Those are the things I don't miss
at all
because the ignorance was just.
It was just very loud.
Abound.
It was very loud, and it happens today.
Oh yeah, it does, but. I think people have, we have much more voices. No, we have our voice. People have their, we're a lot quicker to tell somebody, say a little something.
Say something about this skin tone over here.
Or wear your flag. They have, parades and things like that for those Jamaican Day Parade, Puerto Rican Day Parade, where, things that we picked on and were made fun of as a kid. We don't do that anymore. At least we don't. I don't know. Little kids may be doing it, but I don't know.
I hope that I am raising kids that will stand up against that if that ever does happen. And, And I'm gonna end it on something that it's good that you said that. That you raising kids. But I'm gonna end it on something that as a child was gold. And it's still gold now, but in a different way. But as a kid, I remember that the one thing that could pretty much solve everything was a nice big hug from your mom. Wow. That's a fact.
It didn't matter what it was. You fell, if your mom picked you up and brushed your knee off and hugged you.
Remember, Mama used to kiss my boo-boos.
Everything was all right.
Yeah.
If she came in the house from work, come here and give me a hug. Everything was all right. If you were crying about whatever, something was hard for you, and Mommy come and give you a hug.
Feeling a type of way right now.
Everything was all right. So, and that's still today. A good hug from Mom, or like.
I feel like love is a hug is medicine to me. I think
it is. But that's the one thing as a child. Yeah. My childhood, I remember like my mother being able to literally hug my problems away for that moment.
Right.
He just melt in her arm. She was Superwoman.
Did you tell her that?
Of course. Cook.
You got to tell her in a different way.
She cooked. I tell her she the queen.
No, but you got to tell her about them hugs.
I ain't got this. No, I tell you. I tell her in my way. You can't tell me what to do.
Says the stubborn child.